My friends, welcome back to the channel. Cheers. Friends, cheers. My friends, cheers. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Guys, cheers. Thanks for hanging out. My friends, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. I got a super cool video today. This is a Prentiss Wabers, better known as Preway. It's kind of a hard name to say for some people. They are out of, where are they at? Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. This is a 1940s era, so, you know, right around World War II. These were really popular coming out. This is kind of known as a briefcase stove. Everything fits into it, and it's about the size of a modern, you know, a modern briefcase. But they were able to run on Coleman fuel and gasoline, so it was kind of like some of the dual fuel lanterns we have and the dual fuel stoves. And everybody knows, you know, fuel can be burned in any of these Coleman lanterns, but fuel's dirty. It's not clean. It's, you know, when you pour white gas in a container, it's clear, it's clean, and just regular automotive fuel is different than what the fuel was back when these were made. You would think over time, you know, our fuel has gotten cleaner, you know, with all these different manufacturing companies, but the truth is, it's you know, regular gasoline pump gas is just filthy and it gums up stuff. That's why if you have it in any kind of small engine and you go after the winter time and it's springtime, you go to start your lawnmower and things don't want to start and you're having a hard time, it's just because the fuel in it breaks down and it just kind of sits and it just gets to the point where everything is just gummed up. It's got a weird sticky residue. If you ever took a bowl off the bottom of a carburetor and you just see all that gunk and you look, it's just, so white gas, you know, is a lot cleaner and it's not going to do that. Now, you know, there are times where white gas becomes not good because somehow or some way water gets into the can and you go to use it. But on a just a scale of which is cleaner, you know, your Coleman gas is going to be a lot cleaner for you to run. But some people say, man, I live in a part of a country where I can't get that. You know, you can use regular gasoline, but, you know, just be mindful of all the stuff you're using it in because it's going to gum up. So maybe that's something, you know, hey, I only use it for X amount of time and then I take the gas out and flush it, and you flush the generator, because the stove itself, that's not the deal. So if anything, and you know, you have one of these and you want to run it, the stove is not going to be your problem. This is going to be your problem right here. Pretty much the fuel in here, your pickup tube, the tank. Really, it's not going to hurt the tank. Fuel's fuel, but all this is going to gum up. So, and then check valve. Not too sure what's going to do check valve. It could bother that. It could not. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little lowdown on that, which you probably already knew. But let's bring you around. I want to do a first light. I didn't want to light this yet. The other day I was going to light it, and I was like, no, I want to do it on camera, just because it's all clean. And I wanted to show you guys a first burn and a first light up, because sometimes paint, doesn't stay on as long as we want. So I figured we can enjoy this first light up together. A little more work than I wanted to do, to be honest. It's I'll bring you around. Sandblasted the cabinet, and nothing's perfect. This is old. Nothing's perfect. All right, so I sandblasted the cabinet here. We cleaned the grate. Lift it up. This was really bad, your burner assembly. And these tabs, they're just so brittle, so you kind of got to be careful, and they kind of bend and get all nasty. But for what it is, everything's there. It's clean. It may not be a pristine paint job. I'm horrible at painting. If I can get something and not paint it, I'll be good. But even when you paint this and spend a lot of time, you go to put this away. Got me a little scratch right there. So I mean, things are gonna happen. If I wasn't gonna light this, I would have set it up and not scratched it up, and this would have been just a display, nice and clean. But if I have something I want to run it, the only way I don't run something is if it's kind of a rare lantern or stove and it's unfired. I'll keep it that way. But if it's just a normal stove or lantern and you get it in, I want to run it. I want to light it up and experience it with you guys. A couple of things. You got a pump here built in, kind of like like a thermos design in a way. I know, like of course AGM painted the fuel cap gray. I thought these are lead seal on that. And then right here we have our preheater. So, we open this up for preheat. Kind of just like the Coleman, how we have the leave up for 1 minute and then down for burn, just like on their stoves. Well, I want to make some coffee. We don't have coffee yet, so let's get this going. So what I'm going to do is give it a pump up. We're going to open this. Okay. Going to do a little test and see what we hear. Okay. Let me just warm this up a little. We got a little action. Must have squirted some in the tube there, so we'll just let that kind of burn out, right? Go a little Trader Joe's today. This is nice because comes with everything you need in it. It's got the coffee, the cream, and the sugar. I like rolling with 2 packs. Makes it a little stronger. If you got one of these by you, need to check into it. It's nice for on the go. I use this a lot at the camp gatherings. If I just want a quick cup of coffee and then nobody else does, and instead of making a big pot, I'll do that. So I'll show a little bit of the materials that I used. So we got the high temp paint. When you take these off, they come with almost like an asbestos cloth ring that goes around there to help seal it in. Those deteriorate, so I got this right here, high temp stove and gasket. I got this off Amazon, made in the U.S. So I comes with a real nice tip. It's black, and you can really just. I let that sit and dry. Let's light a lantern up. Just got this ash flash. I actually put a mica globe on it. Single mantle ash flash. Pretty cool. I figure we'll fire it up. Pretty good runner. I only lit it once. Had no issues. Not in the pristine shape, but there you go. I like this mica because we have the vent hole, and then plus it's got the rear shield to direct it. So this is one of my favorite micas that I have. But if you're looking for a mica globe, let me know. A friend of mine here in Michigan makes them. Alright. I got the stove on low. I wasn't trying to rush it. I mean, the flame can get crazy. But it was full of cold water, so it's going to take a second. You can get the flame going really high on this one, but she's running. Let me hit this light. She's glowing away. I do have another one of these stoves. It's a standard green, pretty rough shape. I gotta do that, but it's not high on my list since I just finished this one. But I think I was in Turkey Foot and picked up one of these for $5 or something. Now I'm gonna shut it down because that's probably hot enough, so that way I can drink it. Paint's still good. It's always a good thing. Let's cool little stove. Slide that back. Ash flash single lantern. Roaring away. And I do have more ash flash, and I want to look because I believe. So here's two versions, a single and a double. We have two different logos here. If you watch any of the King Coleman videos, he made an excellent video talking about the different ash flashes, the different logos. There were some ash flashes made for certain markets, some not. So it's a real good video if you want to check it out on his channel. You know, we watch everybody's videos in the lantern community, you know, so because I want to learn, so I'll watch other people, and every time I watch somebody's video, even if they're a newbie, they might say one thing that I didn't know that they read. So don't think that you're not able to learn, because even if you've been collecting for 30 years, there's people that say they learn new things all the time by watching my videos that they didn't know. But I know that they had a market. I don't know, maybe a U.S. and a Canadian market, and then the logo changed. So I just wanted to light it up for you guys real quick. But yeah, quick little light up for this guy, little mica shade. Pretty cool. I love the reflector to it, and I have the same for a up here. My 242 has a mica that does not have the reflector, but this one, you know, it's kind of cool. So thanks for hanging out as we talked about this Preway stove. And I don't know if I told you, but this is model number P4521. It was known as the Wedge, I believe the name was. But cool little stove, fits all in the case nice. Fortunately, you know, when you have things nice painted, even if you're gentle, I might try to lay something in there, some kind of newspaper or something, after it all cools down to help scuffs. You know, it's kind of inevitable. It's going to happen. But thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you. Cheers. We'll see you on the next video. What are you doing?